Let's go across the road to the back nine to the 10th.
And here we find Jin Young Ko, and here we hear Jerry Foltz.
And here she finds yet another fairway and the center of it. Very, very calm day out here today. Ideal scoring conditions.
She's got her eye on the pin here at 10.
She does, with an 8-iron, a good full one. Not a breath of wind at the moment, just right of the hole.
There it comes down the roller coaster, Judy.
And beautiful.
She doesn't tend to do roller coasters. She's just steady. She's like, you know, chugging along.
Yeah.
Tools around Bel Air. Here's Jin Young Ko for birdie.
A little bit uphill from here, about as close as you can get the approach shot. This is a brutal hole location. Judy, they listened to you yesterday, the field staff did, when you said they were pretty accessible.
Well, didn't you think that they were generous with their locations yesterday?
I did, but they're making up for it.
Second shot for Jin Young Ko.
Going with pitching wedge, ball slightly above her feet. Nice full one. Came a little left off that lie. Looks good though.
Oh yeah. Just well, firming up a little bit.
Quite a few times already.
Just missing out there.
That was a little smooth 8-iron. Uh-oh. Look out. Ah.
Jump to the right,
Yeah.
Jerry.
That would also not count in your season earnings if you add the $276,000 Lamborghini Huracan.
She went to this putter in the very early fall or late summer, and it's been since this putter that she's been on such a wild tear with so many wins.
She wasn't too shabby with the other one, by the way. I mean, and she's not afraid to tinker.
This is the tee at the 13th. Jin Young Ko.
Tiny hint of breeze helping from the left. Maybe not dead center, but close enough.
Do you think that's too big of a change in the yardage, Jerry? I mean, it's turned into driver wedge now. Second shot for Jin Young.
110 yards on a gap wedge and a heavy gap wedge.
Wow, that's not something you see too often from her. I think distracted by that. She talked about that a couple of weeks ago. And now she's been able to focus on her golf. Her family was very much in her mind early in the season, and she couldn't really get back to Korea, and that was the tough part of the travel restrictions that were in place at the time. So these players are pretty tough mentally, but there are certain things that you really can't get off your mind.
All right, a third shot here for Jin Young at 14th.
Sand wedge just barely in the rough. 85 yards and the beauty. A little bit downhill, see if she can finally get something to drop. She's had a bunch of good looks today.
Boy, set it up well to the right. Perfect.
Okay. To 4 under.
Leaving that to you, Tom.
Yeah, it should slope from front right to back left.
Yes.
It's a little heat on it here.
It's going to be
Good shot.
And this hole is just slightly blind.
Jin Young Ko for a birdie.
Shouldn't turn a whole lot very quick, as we saw with Lincecum's putt. Bucket.
Very good. So Jin Young Ko getting into the mix here, climbing up the leaderboard.
Water to the left, but doesn't appear to be in play at all.
And that's not her best shot. That's right corner of the green.
Jerry, I've seen her a couple times align a little bit to the right today.
Turning left very quick down that slope.
I kind of like the second putt she leaves herself when she doesn't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing back into that freshening breeze forecasted to be about 6 miles per hour, and it's every bit of that.
Yep.
That's hugging the right edge of the left bunker. Should be okay.
Maybe a bit more breeze over the week.
9 under for the tournament, up 1. Here's Jin Young at 17.
108 with a soft pitching wedge, which will really help so it doesn't spin back.
Kind of a tough hole visually with that second shot. Green sits up and it's there's not a lot of room up there. Jin Young Ko here at 17 for birdie. Player struggled to read the screen yesterday. She thought she had that one. 3 under for the day, 1 hole to play. Team moved up to the 18th.
Now Jin Young Ko.
Good solid drive, little baby draw up the center yet again.
Judy, her last 5 tournaments, her scoring average 66.
Should be plenty, but ooh, that sounded mishit. The hair certainly was steep. Good miss.
Boy, and that speaks to her consistency.
It worked out well then, trying to finish it well here. Very slippery and very straight down the slope. That's on a great line.
She knows how to finish, Judy.
Well, yes, she does. And, you know, they put heart monitors on players here and there. I just don't think hers ever, you know, changes very much.
Judy Rankin with you. Jeongeun Lee6, the leader overnight, started at 8 under. Very good start to this second round.
Yeah, the first hole is a par 5. It gives you just a minute to get your legs under yourself, getting started in.
Judy, she hit every green in every fairway yesterday. How many times you do that?
You know, in professional golf, that's a dream round, because you do finish a round of golf and you do kind of count them up and say, you know, I hit 16 greens today. I'm pretty pleased with that. Fairways and greens are the name of the game, and then if you can just putt a little bit.
Caddies and players were telling me yesterday, even with not that much rain, they were getting a lot of mud balls off their tee shots, which is part of the reason why they are playing lift, clean, and place again today. And that, and the chance of more rain today. Slight chance, but a chance.
Trying to bounce back after that first bogey of the week. Well done off the tee.
Get up next to it and roll it onto the green some 40 feet away with a great shot.
Actual yardage 489 at this par 5 today.
This is right on the edge of that bunker.
She carried it.
But, as Jerry said,
yep.
Look out. Look out.
Just didn't give it enough. But, oh wow, that was on the verge of rolling back and even worse trouble down the slope. Oh, turned uphill.
Yeah. So it's a par.
I'm sure you guys will be fine in there, Tom.
Yes, we're dry. You'll be happy to know. Oh, where is that?
That's going left. Okay.
Almost got you, Jerry. She almost got you.
Yeah, I was there for her.
This is the 7th and the second for Lee6.
Tough to get it close. Hole on the right corner of the green, right on top of the ridge. 104 and a gap wedge. And that's pulled a little. Always goes long when you do that. Rare triple breaker. Gonna go right in the first third, although she'll hit it through most of that with speed. Then it just moves an inch or so left halfway there, and then at the hole, it'll die just at the end, back to the right.
It's a good putt, though, wasn't it?
Very good.
안녕하세요, 김세영 프로입니다. 이쪽에도 재밌는 영상 많이 있습니다. 많은 시청 부탁드릴게요.